Hi beautiful, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to do a summer peachy makeup look using the products that I have been loving for the past month or so. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. I am going to do my entire full face in this video. So to start off, we're going to prime our face with this Covergirl True Blend Pore Minimizing primer. I actually really love this primer because it has a purple tint, as well as it helps with mattifying my skin and filling in my pores. I want the primer to really soak in, so we're going to start with the eyes, and I'm going to prime my eyelids with this Colourpop No Filter concealer because I want the colors to pop. And my eyelids is so dark at the moment. I have been getting less sleep. I don't know why this concealer is not blending out. We are going to go back to actually one of my favorite palettes from Revolution, and this is the Pro HD Amplified 35 palette. So I'm going to take this shade right here, and that one is called Payslip. I'm pretty sure I've used that before, but we're just going to set our eyelids using the eyeshadow. I want to have a peachy base, so I think I am gonna go and use this shade right here, which is called Vivacious. So this one has got a little bit of sheen to it. It's more of a satin eyeshadow, but we're going to dip into that as our transition to have that peachiness. So to deepen that a little bit, I think I am going to go and use this shade right here, and that one is called Filt'r. Again, that has got more of a satin finish, so I'm just going to use the same brush and basically put that just right under the first shade. And we're gonna go back and clean the brush a little bit and go to that first shade called Vivacious and really blow that up. And with a somewhat smaller brush, I am gonna go and go back to Filt'r once again, which is that darker shade, and pop that right. And essentially that's pretty much it, but I want to add a little bit more of a brighter pink, so maybe I will dip into this NARS blush palette and dip on that one right there with our transition brush just to blend everything. And for the lids, I am actually going to use a different palette. I am going to pick up this I Love Pro 12 eyeshadow palette, which is filled with gorgeous colors. And I am going to pick up this peachy shade right here. I don't actually know the name, unfortunately. So I'm going to use my finger and basically pop that in, like in the inner rim of the eyes. Look how pretty that is. And I'm going to pick up a smaller brush just to fully pack the eyeshadow right above here to define the crease. For the inner corner highlight, I am going to pick up a little bit of this lilac shade right here. Oh, that's so pretty. So I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner of my eyes, right about here. Before I finish my eye makeup look, I want to move on to the foundation. So for foundation today, I am going to use this Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r foundation. I actually quite like this foundation. Like, I work 9 hours every day and I use this foundation for work, and it lasts me pretty much all day without touch up, which I really enjoy. So one pump is usually alright for me on an everyday, but because I have a lot of discoloration and breakouts, I'm gonna go full coverage. So I pop on more. And what I love about this foundation is that I don't really have to set it because it sets without breaking apart. So for concealer today, I'm going to use the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. Usually for everyday, I like to contour here and then. So I'm going to use the Rimmel Insta Stick Duo and use the contour shade. And I like to use this brush right here that I got from eBay a long time ago. I'm surprised that it's still alive. To set all of that, usually I start with my eyes. So I'm just gonna go and use this Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and use this shade right here in the middle for my under eye. I don't like to bake because I already have piled on a lot of powder. So I like to do this. And to bronze, I'm just gonna use this shade right here. Actually bronze and contour. And set that cream. And for nose, I like to use this e.l.f. fan brush because it fits perfectly and it just deposits the product where it should be. And if I put a little bit too much, I just go back on with the brush that I use. For blush, I am going to go and use the NARS palette. And I am going to use a mixture of this pink shade right here and this like peachy orange shade with a little bit of glitter to add a youthful glow. For highlighter today, I am going to go and use the Revolution Vivid Highlighter, and this one is in the shade Peach Lights, which is appropriate for what we're doing today. So I am going to pop that on the cheeks just lightly, because if I put a little bit too much, it comes off as like extremely pink. To finish off the lower lash line, I am going to go back to this palette that we used earlier and pick up this shade right here called Vivacious. I think I'm just gonna use that all over the lower lash line. I am going to pop a little bit of this blush shade right here to add a little bit of pink. So we're going to go back to this palette and use that lilac shade again to completely cover the inner corner and the inner lower lash line, because I really want that to pop. I'll just quickly finish up my eyes off camera and I'll come back and we will do the lips. Just set my face as well off camera with this Revolution Hyaluronic Fix just to get rid of that cakiness and powderiness, so my face feels hydrated. And for the lips today, I'm actually going to use like a brownie beigey kind of lipstick. So I'm going to start off with the Jordana lip pencil in Tawny, and then I'll top it off with a Carousel liquid lipstick, and this one is in the shade Cha Cha. And I might put on a little bit of peachy shimmer on top, because since it's summer, why not go hard, right? The lipstick has got more of a brown peachy tinge to it, so what I'm going to do is to go back to this shade right here and just pop a little bit of that on my lips before it dries down. So originally I was going to put on false lashes, but I feel like it's summer, you don't really need to have a lot of things on your eyes. So here is my final summery makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more updates, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye!